Alright, we're live now. Let me see what's going on up here with this. Oh, we can't. Okay. Well. Jesus, this is not good. This does not look good at all. I guess we could wait on some people to come inside the chat. Cause, we need to talk about this storm. Like, ASAP. Okay, yeah, stream is up. Yeah, we need to talk about this storm. 81 mile per hour hurricane. Wow. It's probably past 81. It's probably around 105 miles per hour. Jeez, I mean, it's getting up there towards the category 5 status, y'all. I mean, holy. We're gonna wait for some people to come inside the chat real quick. Hopefully, is my camera up? Yeah, my camera's up. Okay, it's a little tiny, but I don't really care. I just want to focus on this. Left. By the way, I'm talking to my girlfriend on the phone. By the way, if you guys are wondering, that's just saying, so it'll look like I'm talking to myself because I'm not. But no. On a serious note, though, we gotta lock in with this storm. Welcome to the stream, y'all. Welcome to the stream. Can you guys hear me well? Let me see. Can you guys hear me well? I just want to make sure you guys can hear me well. Did you see my art in Discord? I did not see your art in Discord. I can look at that in a bit, actually, after the stream. Yeah, I'm waiting for people to come inside the chat real quick so we can talk about this storm, because this is not a good situation at all. So, like I said, for those of you that are joining right now, welcome to the stream. If you guys are wondering what's happening, a new hurricane? Yeah, a brand new hurricane has popped out of nowhere in the Gulf of Mexico and is making a beeline towards Florida. Yeah, I know. It's weird, right? Because it felt like, you know, last week there was a hurricane that made landfall, a major hurricane actually that made landfall in the Big Bend area of Florida. Well, that's because it did. And yeah, we have another one coming. And this one could be even stronger than the last one, or Helene. This is Hurricane Milton right now as we speak. Hurricane Helene was a Category 4 hurricane with 143 mile per hour sustained winds. This one's gonna be a little bit stronger. Yeah, this is gonna be actually, it might be a lot stronger than Helene. This is gonna be a stronger hurricane because it has more time over the Gulf of Mexico. I mean, if you're looking at it right now, this thing is the most well-defined Category 1 hurricane I've seen all year. And here's the thing about this: I'm not trying to hype anything up. I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. This thing looks like it's going to be powerful. I mean, it started off with it started off as nothing, and then it became a tropical storm. Then became a Category 1 right away. I mean, it didn't take long for this thing to become a Category 1, and it's probably going to be a Category 2 in the next like couple of hours. So, just expect that. This thing is going to go through a cycle of rapid intensification, where it's going to intensify into a Category 3 by tomorrow. Yep, by tomorrow it's going to be a Category 3 hurricane, and tomorrow night it's going to be a Category 4 hurricane, and it will continue to strengthen and strengthen until it goes on towards Tampa. Now, as you can see, there's a little bit of a decrease in intensity of the hurricane. It goes from a 3 or a 4 to a 3. Now, the reason why is because some of the models, or not some of them, the majority of the models that you guys, you know, see, it's I wouldn't even say majority. I would say all of them. All the models you see are showing this storm weakening a little bit before landfall. Why so many storms? It's peak hurricane season still. I'm pretty sure it's peak season still, so it's going to be a lot more hurricanes. There is a lot of storms in the ocean right now if you look. We did have a Hurricane Kirk in the ocean that looked like a straight Category 5 for like a couple of hours one day. But that's going on to the east. Is going to stay as a Category 1 hurricane. It's going to, you know, like I said, stay as that. it's gonna go all the way up there towards Paris and all those places up there in Europe. So if you guys are in Europe, you're probably gonna experience a bunch of tropical rain and stuff from Hurricane Kirk, which was a Category 4 hurricane. And you also have another storm down here that's a Category 1 hurricane as well, which is Hurricane Leslie. In another area that has a chance of development too in the next 7 days. But we're not really worried about that. Like I said, our main focus is literally this storm because, oh my goodness, the amount of... look at that. Look at that thunderstorm explosion at the last frame. Just an explosion of thunderstorms just formed in the middle of Hurricane Milton. Basically where the eye is going to be at. This thing already formed the eye wall. I mean, this thing is... it's healthy. There's nothing bothering it out here. It's going strong. It's healthy. I mean, there's nothing really stopping us until, like, maybe the day it makes landfall. The day it makes landfall, which is going to be 2 p.m. on the 9th. The day it makes landfall, it might experience some wind shear or some type of dry air, maybe. We're hoping it does. But I don't know if that's going to really weaken it that much, honestly. Like, it all depends on what this storm does. This thing already became a hurricane before it was even forecasted to become a hurricane. Like, it literally became a Category 1 when it was supposed to be a tropical storm at the time. Like, that's kind of insane to me. So, like I said, this thing's going through a cycle of rapid intensification where it's going to form from a Category 1 to a 3 within a day. Or within the past 2 days, actually. 2 to 3 days. Or, not 2 to 3 days, like 1 to 2 days. That's rapid intensification. So it's going to form from a 1 to a 3. So I bet you by tomorrow, this thing's going to form an eye. I mean, I won't be surprised. I will not be surprised if this thing has an eye by tomorrow. And like I said, this is going to be a smaller scale hurricane as well. We're going to get into the models and stuff in a second. I'm just waiting on everybody to join in the chat. Like I said, for those of you that are joining right now, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. We're going to be talking about Mr. Hurricane Milton. Like I said, this is going to be if this plays out to how it looks like with the cone of uncertainty, if this makes landfall anywhere in Tampa, I mean, it's going to make landfall near Tampa regardless. But, like, if it makes a beeline towards Tampa, that's, like, the worst case scenario possible. Like, you could expect catastrophic damage from this storm if it makes landfall as a strong Category 4 hurricane in Tampa Bay. That's just not good at all. And at one point, all the models were showing it making landfall in Tampa Bay. So, but right now, we don't know. We're not 100% certain and positive on what this thing is going to do, what it's going to happen to this thing before it makes landfall, and where exactly this thing is going to make landfall. So, all we know is that this thing is going to go through a cycle of rapid intensification. It might even become a low-end Category 5 hurricane at its peak. I won't be surprised if it does. I hope it doesn't. But I'm just saying this thing definitely could become a very, very powerful and intense and strong hurricane. In between these time frames. Like I said, it's probably a Category 2 right now as we speak. I don't know if the hurricane hunters are in there or not. But this thing it's absolutely powerful. It's going to become powerful, and it's going to literally do some insane damage when it makes landfall. Like, I'm just going to say it now. Like I said, I'm not trying to hype this up. I'm just trying to let everybody know I'm just being real with you guys. This thing it's pretty powerful. We can go to one of the models. Let's go to this model. We can go to Milton. So this is what it's going to look like. This is what the models look like. And this thing is trying to form an eye wall, or it has formed an eye wall. And it is going to keep continuing to the east. Now, sorry about that, y'all. But, I mean, this thing, look how fast this thing forms an eye. Like, this is a strong hurricane already. And this is before it even became a Category 2 from what I'm looking at right here. So, like I said, this thing has a possibility of becoming a Category 3. Maybe as early as between, this is 2 a.m. 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. So maybe in between this time frame, it could become a Category 3 tomorrow. I'm like so positive that this thing is going to go through an insane cycle of rapid intensification. Nobody's really talking about how fast this thing possibly can rapidly intensify. Like, I feel like it's going to form like really fast. Like, it's going to form an eye really fast. Like, this thing is going to strengthen because it's in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico. It's taking its sweet time right now. So, I mean, as you can see, look at that. That's a strong hurricane, y'all. It's gonna go to the north. Jesus, this is my first time seeing this. This is gonna go to the north of Meridia. I think that's how you say it. As a strong Category 3, Category 4 now hurricane. And it's a small hurricane. Though that's something to keep in mind about. It's a very small hurricane, but it's absolutely powerful. So anybody in the track of this thing is literally going to experience a super strong hurricane. I mean, look at that. It makes a beeline towards Florida. And then it starts to weaken. So this is what I've been talking about by like the storm starts to weaken before it makes landfall. It's still a very strong hurricane. Then it weakens substantially actually before it makes landfall up there near the Big Bend area from what I'm looking at. But the only bad thing about this is that since it's weakening, it's expanding a lot more. And that is going to cause a lot more storm surge and a lot more wind damage as well, like with the hurricane force winds. Like, it's still going to be a hurricane by the time it makes landfall. But, like, I mean, the wider it is, the more widespread the damage is. But the tighter it is, the more significant the damage is. But the less it impacts. Because, I mean, look at this. This is a tiny hurricane. Tiny but strong hurricane. And then it just expands rapidly. And just, I mean, just, wow, look at that. Also, another thing I'm worried about too is the tornado threat as well. The tornado threat is going to be substantial here as well in the eastern quadrant of this storm. Jeez. I mean, this is not good looking at all. Let's go to the other model real quick. Like I said, this is my first time seeing all the models like right now. So I'm witnessing what you guys are witnessing right now. I mean, all the models are showing this thing. I mean, look at how well defined this eye is in this storm, man. And then it weakens before it makes landfall. So, okay, let's see here. Let's go to the HWRF model again. I want to see what's happening here. What's going on with the is there wind shear bothering it? There definitely is wind shear bothering it, but like, well, I didn't even see this yet. Let me see how it looks on the satellite imagery. Wow, look at that. Yeah, it's probably gonna form an eye tonight. Like, you might see a glimpse of the eye maybe tonight forming, and then tomorrow should be substantial. Just by the looks of it. Actually, let's go to, I want to go in here. Okay, here's the most recent model intensity guidance, by the way, for you guys, if you guys are wondering. So this is literally what the models are showing. One is showing a category 5. The majority of them is, showing a category 3. And even category 4s as well. I mean, it's forecasted to be a category 4, so I'm not surprised. But a lot of them are up there towards category 4 status, and one is up there towards category 5 status, so that's something to keep in mind about. But I mean, just looking at this is just insane. And of course, you have some of them that are showing category 1s and 2s, but I don't think it's going to be a category 2 at maximum at all. That's minimum, at least. Like a category 2 minimum. It's going to be a category 3 plus or category 4 plus hurricane for sure, like in my opinion. And this is your spaghetti models, and I mean it's showing a beeline towards Tampa, or just in that area of Florida, like from Tampa's points north and south, in between that area. That is literally what it's showing right there. And like I said, we need to literally like pay attention to this very carefully, just in case if it does make a beeline towards Tampa, because that's like the worst case scenario possible. Let's go on here. This is what it looks like on satellite imagery. As you can see, it's still blowing up right here. This is Florida. This is the storm. It's all the way on the other side of the Gulf of Mexico, so it's nowhere near Florida right now. But it's going to curve under and curve up to the north and hit Florida. So it's, I mean, I can't really say much else. This thing is literally just making a beeline towards Florida. I mean, they're already starting evacuations. They're already doing preparations. They're doing everything they possibly can to evacuate people and just get them out of there before the storm even comes. Like I said, if you're in anywhere near Tampa, Florida, you need to evacuate, honestly. Okay, I wouldn't say evacuate. I would just say you need to definitely prepare now. I wouldn't evacuate yet, just in case if this thing does change its track, which it is 100% possible. I'm just saying, like, if you're in Tampa, prepare for the worst, honestly, because I mean, if it does expand, you're still gonna get storm surge, and it's still gonna be a lot of damage from this thing when it does make landfall. So, um, I mean, like I said, just prepare. Just prepare. Actually, if you're, I know they're evacuating people, I think already, but like, if you're not, if they're not saying evacuate, then just prepare. Like, get everything you need. Get ready. Get your generator ready if you have one. Get everything ready for the storm, because this is going to be a strong hurricane. This ain't going to be no weak category 1 or 2 hurricane. This is going to be a strong one. Okay, this is a big boy right here. These are your current hurricanes. You have Kirk, Likley, and Milton, of course. And let's go to... And yeah, this is right here. I mean, look at that. It's showing major hurricane status throughout its entire lifespan in the Gulf of Mexico. Major hurricane. Insanity. This is one of the models right here. Let's see. This is the HAFSA model. So this is a hurricane model. That you guys are showing. I am in landlocked state, so I'm fine. Okay, yeah, you are fine. One of my friends is definitely gonna get hit by this. Yeah, it's gonna hit Central Florida as well. I mean, look at this thing. Holy moly, this thing drops into a 914 hurricane or low pressure system, which is a high in category 4 hurricane, almost category 5. I think it does reach category. This is showing a category 5, 908 low pressure. This is the lowest pressure I've seen in a minute. 908 low pressure system, October 9th, 8 a.m. as a category 5. I'm pretty sure. Then it strengthens or weakens back up to a category 4. And it looks like it makes landfall as a category 3, which is surprising. Yeah, this thing is showing... the trends with this is showing a weakening trend when it makes landfall, before it makes landfall. So let's hope that happens. Like I said, the wind shear could be a problem for the storm, which is a good thing, because we don't want this thing being literally a strong hurricane making landfall as like a category 5 or anything like that. Let's check this model. This is the HMON model. This is the other model we just saw. This is showing a 924 at maximum strength, and then it's saying it's making landfalls at 967 or 973 low pressure system, which, I mean, that's a category 2. I don't think that, I mean, anything is possible with this event, but I just feel like this storm, it's not going to weaken that significantly. I don't think. It's going to be a strong hurricane. It's literally going to make landfall. Probably a minimum category 3, I believe. In my opinion, is this worse than a previous hurricane? This actually might be worse than a previous hurricane, yes. This might be a lot worse, actually, than a previous hurricane. They can't even recover in Florida now because of this hurricane that's coming. Like, a lot of the models early were showing a category 5. So this is going to become a high-end category 4 hurricane at its peak. Like, without a doubt. Like, this is going to be way stronger than Helene. So that's something to keep in mind about if you guys are wondering. And this is your satellite imagery of this storm. And I mean, look at that. Brand new convection just popped up around the eye wall. Your eye is starting to form with this storm now. Like I said, it'll be moving to the east. I'm just showing you everything right now. Like I said, I'm showing you all the information on what this thing's going to do. I mean, as you can see, category 1 hurricane, 85 mile per hour sustained winds. 2 a.m. tonight, it's going to be 105 mile per hour sustained winds. And then maybe even as early as, was it showing 2 p.m. Monday, category 3. I think it's going to be a category 3 around like this time frame between, I would say 12 p.m. tomorrow. Like, I feel like it's going to become a major hurricane, a major category 4 hurricane, way sooner than what the forecast is showing, in my opinion. But at the same time, the Hurricane Center knows what they're doing. They know better than I do. So they, like I said, I take my word with a grain of salt. But I'm just saying, like, in my opinion, I think this thing is going to get a little bit stronger than what it's forecasted to be. Because, I mean, it's rapidly intensifying. I mean, there's not much else I can say about it. And we'll see what happens here. This is too far out to tell what's going to happen here between the weakening trend before it makes landfall with the storm. Like I said, at minimum, I think it's going to make landfall as a category 3 at minimum. Maximum, category 4, maybe even 5. So that's what we're looking at here. I mean, this is it right here. That's it. And it's gonna be moving. It's gonna be booking it up to the north. But just, man, this is crazy though. Just looking at this. It's a strong storm. But yeah, honestly, that's what it's showing right now. I just want to do like a quick stream, like a quick update on the stream. Like we're streaming for what, 60 minutes. I'm not gonna stream for a very long time because I mean I don't think I need to. It's not necessary. I just wanted to show you guys what I believe might happen and what I think it's gonna do. We're gonna be going live every single day before it makes landfall until we actually have the official landfall live stream. I'm also going to do a members only live stream tomorrow for you guys. So if you guys are members, definitely stay tuned for that, for the members only live stream. And maybe a members video as well, because I gotta do that. I want to talk about the storm on a members only live stream. I want to talk about all the perks and stuff too for members. So yeah, definitely be there if you guys are members. But yeah, honestly, we definitely gotta you definitely gotta lock into this. But yeah, like I said, this is major. Like I do believe this will be a major hurricane, like a pretty major one of the year. It's gonna be probably on par with Helene. Also, if you guys want updates on Helene, Helene is, I mean, she's done major damage. It's already been confirmed over, I think, 220 plus fatalities now from Hurricane Helene, which is like the deadliest hurricane I've ever witnessed in person, or not in person, but like I've ever witnessed live on stream, which is unbelievable. Like I said, the damage is catastrophic from Helene, and I'm just hoping this storm doesn't, you know, do worse. But it looks of it, it might be worse. But I really hope it doesn't do worse than Helene, because this Helene was really bad, and this storm is going to be even stronger than Helene. So that's really concerning. So I just wanted to get that out there to you guys. Like I said, I'm not going to stream for too long. I'm probably going to end it here, actually, now. But I just wanted to show you guys that this storm is going to be powerful. This is not going to be a weak hurricane by any means. So, I mean, we can go back to this real quick. And I mean, this is live. You can see the convection blown up too. Like this thing, like I said, it's not having no trouble developing or getting itself together. So this is like I said, this is very concerning. Like I said before I end the stream, everybody that's over here in Florida, the western part of Florida, just prepare. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Honestly. Just get ready for a pretty strong hurricane to make landfall, especially if you're near Tampa. That's the most concerning area in my opinion, is Tampa. So, like I said, if you're in Tampa or anywhere near Tampa, just prepare for the worst and hope for the best, please. Like, and if you have to evacuate, please do evacuate, because we don't need no more fatalities after Helene. Honestly, like Helene's done a lot, and this storm is gonna do a lot more if nobody's prepared for this. So we need to get this out there to as many people as possible. Like I said, I'll be doing daily live streams of this storm. So subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and like the video so we can get this more out to people, to as many people as possible, to let them know that this is a storm that is on its way towards Florida. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to end it here, y'all. Thank you guys for joining the stream. I'll probably have a video up tomorrow as well. And I will see you guys, like I said, tomorrow. So until next time, peace out.